Yeah! Go card! What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Tricky here with another My Team video. And today, we're going to have a conversation in this video about our predictions and the fears for what everybody should be excited for, the All-Star Festival. So, it's kind of weird because everybody thought that we would be getting a festival this past Friday, uh, especially since they dropped another week of terrible packs. They're pretty bad packs. The mixtape packs, which had two dark matter shooting guards that don't beat Dr. J out of his position, or Terry for that matter, or Kawhi. They weren't good. Um, so it's left us kind of stunned. Now we did get some free content in the greatness content. Um, the greatness content is the greatness content. Doesn't really help online players trying to compete for my court, in my opinion, but it allows free to play players a better opportunity to compete, or at least put up competition. I wouldn't say win or anything, but King of the Court is King of the Court, and that's really the only competitive mode we have. Showdown's not really competitive. You can spend your time playing it to hit the amount of wins you need. Eventually, you'll hit it. It might go longer. It might take a short period of time depending on what card you have, but it is what it is. And then a lot of those free cards have bad uppers on the jump shots, but a lot of the Dark Matters play really good defense. So you have that, and then you can only play so much good defense because this game is obviously offensive based. So that's what we got as far as content over the past since Greatness dropped. I think 2 Wednesdays ago. I think it was 2 Wednesdays ago. Pretty sure it was 2 Wednesdays ago. That's really the only thing you've been able to get that really mattered. Like I said, the pack content has been terrible. So we all been waiting for All-Star Weekend. A lot of us YouTubers and the community is thinking that they're really trying to hype up this All-Star break, and it's going to be amazing. There's a bunch of great players they could make amazing. There's a bunch of different things they could do to make it amazing. So on the idea that it's going to be amazing, the best festival 2K could come up with, there's a few things that have to happen. One, most of these cards have to be attainable. Maybe not the very top tier, but Dark Matters should be more attainable, and the percentage should finally break in packs to where it's more than 1%. Right? So at least that should happen. Also, Galaxy Opals should be guaranteed in packs, especially by the end of this season, which the All-Star break falls around that time. It'll be a great chance for them to make Galaxy Opals toppers. Is it possible? Yes. Is it gonna happen? Don't know. But it would be amazing if they did that for this event so that you can get some of these players that you wanted that you haven't been able to get up to this point, because Galaxy Opals are so hard to pull from packs. Then Pink Diamonds. These would be the last group and the best Pink Diamonds we can possibly get. Again, the last group and best Pink Diamonds we could possibly get as we move up to Opals being the best cards we can get and being more predominant in packs into next season. I think this last group will be like outstanding, and it's going to have some great names that everybody wants to use on their team, and hopefully the longevity of these Pink Diamonds can help you last until later on in like season 6, I'm thinking. Right? So that would be another great prediction of a awesome festival. Also, the festival cards should all be attainable. We might see 1/100, and the Dark Matter, one or two of the Dark Matters, depending on how many they put out, should be attainable for free, or at very least a slightly hard grind. right? As we move into the new tier, because they already dropped a free 100 Dwayne Wade. And next season should be more 100s coming out. So I'm thinking this festival is going to set it up. That would be my prediction. That would make the festival amazing and probably the best festival of the year. Because you know they're not giving no go-karts for no festival that's obtainable. That's not happening. But that should be what happens. Also, we could expect a couple of first park jumpers to make these cars better and some big sig changes as we move into more comp sigs and give these cars some actual movement, right? So what did I say so far? I said we should see some Galaxy Opals as toppers instead of being diamonds, more access to Galaxy Opals and Dark Matters, still on a lower scale, but very much accessible in packs. And we should also see some great pink diamonds that can run the game or can run budget teams to get away from diamonds. And then fourth, accessibility and festivals should be high for the higher end content, except for your very top tier, right? Those are the things we want to see from the prediction from the All Star Festival, All Star Week, and those are the things we need to see. Those are the things that will make 2K elevate and say that they actually brought in a good festival. My fear. So if we look at last year, the festival started February 14th and it ended at the end of the season. I believe it ended at the end of the season 7 days later on the 21st, which seems to be about the same case they're about to do. As you know, All-Star Weekend starts February 13th, and the season starts, I believe, also February 21st. I could be off a day, February 20th, February 21st, one of those days, right? So it's going to be about the same amount of days, so 20th probably. February 13th to February 20th is how long the event's going to be. 1 week to grind all the cars. Again, last year, they had 100 overall, which I went for. As far as cost, it only cost me 700 because I grinded. And the last day, I bought, I'm sorry. I bought 3 Hall of Fame boxes. They gave more Hall of Fame pieces or more pieces for the 100 overall. So it was easier for me to get it via buying packs afterwards, right? So I started off with 9. He was like 20 pieces, and then I just bought the 11 and rounded about $700 worth of packs open. And I could have made it cheaper by opening base packs and making the cards, but that's a whole nother video. When it comes out, I'll tell y'all the cheapest way to get it if possible. But this year we have had a problem in the hot boxes where you get one piece. If that's the case, I would not be going after this 100 overall. I can tell y'all for certain that would not be happening. And I wouldn't suggest anybody else do it because we would be giving the game way too much money. Again, I'll discuss that in another video. So outside of that 100 overall, Dark Matters were available. A lot of people did get Magic or Larry Bird. I didn't go after either because I didn't like them. I went after Vince Carter, which was the best card in that set. So all the other cards in the festival were actually really good as well. I think we got an Opal Jason Richardson that was a beast, and everybody had to have him at that time. I'm not gonna break it up because I don't feel like going through all that or making this video too long. But yeah, everybody got Jason Richardson along with 1 or 2 Dark Matters, or you got Vince Carter by spending money and also got Jason Richardson. All right, coaches, a lot of legend badges. The hot boxes were definitely better at the All-Star break last year than we've seen so far up until this period. Definitely worth, not really worth 100, but way more worth the $100 than this year's hot box. I hope that makes sense. So the fear is that they give us the same hot boxes they've been giving us, which doesn't equate to you buying them to get that top card. I would not suggest that this year. Also, a fear is that they don't even give us a week-long event. Why is that possible? Well, last year, Lunar New Year, if I believe correctly, Did they even do Lunar New Year last year? I'm pretty sure they did. They had the finesse sets for Tuesday, Warp Zone. So they did Lunar New Year last year on the 31st, January 31st. And we got the cards that everybody wants to see now. And Yao, was it Yingling, whatever his name is, and of course Michael Bisley, right? That's the cards we got last year. Um, it was it was like this card played forever until his Dark Matter came out. Yao was okay. He competed against Wimby as far as size, but he wasn't amazing or anything. But yeah, we got him. And Lunar this year hasn't happened yet. As you can see, this happened January 31st. They had a whole event with it. And you collected the Lunar New Year cards. And I don't think the event was too awesome. I really didn't even play until All-Star Weekend last year, and I just bought Michael Beasley. Uh, but this year I started in season 4. I usually wait until All-Star break. And as you can see, this year we don't have any Lunar New Year content. Oh, my bad, my bad. We don't have any Lunar New Year content so far. No Michael Beasley, no Yao Ming so far, other than the hidden gem. And Lunar New Year actually is, I believe, next the Tuesday after All Star Weekend. I don't remember the exact date, but the Tuesday after All Star Weekend, I believe it's the 17th. Yeah, it's the 17th, February 17th. So we don't know how they're going to work it. My assumption would be that they drop All Star Weekend and it's a bunch of free content and a weekend festival. Then they drop Lunar New Year on Tuesday, and it's a festival to the end of the season. Or they could do the All Star Festival the whole time and drop Lunar New Year on Tuesday, but that don't make too much sense because then it'll be doing a festival and you can't do anything for Lunar New Year. So they would lose a lot of money. Or they could just do the All-Star Weekend and drop Lunar New Year as the first drop of season 5. So I just want y'all to keep it in mind that this is going to be the biggest money hungry week or weeks coming up. That's the fear. The fear is that they get so hungry for the money and mix these things together that they hit us all at once instead of spreading it out. And I don't want the community or myself to get caught up in that and end up spending all their money on 2K. I'll be dropping a video later discussing a few things that I've seen other creators make in my career and my team, and kind of explaining why I don't think we should do that. But this is leading to a big trap, and I don't know if anybody can see it. We all hyped for the All-Star Weekend, but All-Star and Lunar could be back to back. They haven't grabbed any money up until this point as far as packs are concerned, so you can really expect them to come hard for us. And everybody thinks you have to have these cards. You do not have to have these cards, but these cards will probably change my team meta in whole. There's really no competitive mode for us to be actually going for these cards. You have to literally beat Ty Debo in order to win King of the Court. Since we don't see that happening no time soon, I don't think you should push and spend money on these cards. Let these cards get bought by YouTubers and content creators and whales, and then hit the auction house and get your cards from your auction house. Because people are going to buy packs. I'm going to buy packs just to show y'all. But the whole community should not be buying packs. That's my opinion on it. I would never tell somebody not to buy packs if they want to, if they have the funds. I would tell you not to buy packs if I don't think they're going to help your team or your gameplay. That's my only opinion on not buying packs. Uh, you're a grown person. I have no right to tell you what to do. If you're a kid, then you shouldn't be buying any of this shit. You should be trying to be an athlete yourself. Anyways, again, another discussion for another time. I'm really scared for the community because 2K about to do some funny shit. I'm telling you right now, they about to do some funny shit. If they don't do funny shit, I'll make a video talking about how I was wrong. No problem. But y'all leave down in the comments what y'all think is going to happen. If y'all think that we could be running into a big money grabbing situation, or if y'all think they're going to be chill and it's going to be a great time at this festival. If some free content drop and it's outside of a festival, that would be awesome. If there's a lot of free like challenges for like dark matter cards and stuff like that, which they haven't done so far, that could be awesome. That could change the whole outlook on this. I don't think it's gonna happen. Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but yeah, especially with how they did this weekend with the 2 times and 3 times rep. I don't think that's gonna happen. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch JC 2K video. He talks about what they did with the rep system this weekend. But yeah, man, that's really all I had to talk about. Again, leave whatever you think in the comments, whatever you want to discuss in the comments, and I'll reply. I always reply to messages. Every time I see a message, I reply. But I appreciate y'all popping through. It's your boy Tricky, and I'm up out of here. Yeah.